Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to New Live Hashtag Lit. I'm your host, New Live. I think my title is New Live Time. That's my handle. So I should have posted that. I should have hashtagged that. But as y'all, I'm on my way to work. I wanted to get there a little early today, but just things didn't go like I planned. I left another job, had to run up here because I got a text that somebody was sitting in front of my door. I'm like, why somebody sitting in front? I gotta like start being here a little bit more because I'm super late. Well, I'm not late technically. I don't gotta be to work until 7, but I normally get there like 6. So to me, I'm late. So what were we talking about yesterday? No, I did a video on Nicki Minaj and me saying Happy New Year's, and I told y'all when I dropped the video, I said my videos, when I upload a video, it don't get no traction. So I'm gonna go live with this one. And I definitely need some shocks, because I can feel every single bump I'm hitting. But I got my coffee, you know, I got my little audience with me. I think I'll be having about maybe 2 people stay in my live, and they come in and they leave. And I don't blame you because I don't start off on fire. I just start. It's a regular morning to me. I'm on my way to get money. You know. I see a couple of people in the chat. What's up? Good morning. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, let's subscribe. Hit the like button. You know, get to know who I am and why I'm doing this on Nikki and New Year's. Now I know a lot of people can't wait for New Year's to come because the females love New Year's. You know, and one thing about females I learned is that if you treat a woman right and you show her the attention she needs, she yours. You don't have to worry about her going out in the streets, and everywhere she goes, somebody gonna be on the top. That's natural. But you should be a secure enough man that ain't gonna affect you. I know people that I got a friend, he ain't my friend. Uh-oh. Well, I thought that was for me for a minute. I ain't even a cop. He ain't my friend, but his wife worked in prison. She worked on Camp Hill. So it's kind of like what did I say? Puerto Rican, Puerto Rican official. What's up? Oh, you subbed the like? I appreciate you, bro. I really appreciate that. Cause my little channel only got 112 subscribers. I appreciated that. That's love. You got these little YouTube, like people like me, a little YouTuber. I'm gonna be huge, but people like me, little YouTubers, don't get that kind of love. Like right off the back, somebody subscribing. I really appreciate that. But I gotta back to what I was saying. I like to spend time because when I'm driving, I can't really see your comments. But I like to definitely comment when I come to a red light. I like to read the comments. Now his woman worked in prison in Camp Hill. I'm not saying her name or anything, but when you have a woman that works in a prison, you got to be real secure with yourself, or you got to totally trust her. or if you came in that relationship and she was just getting that job, you had an option right there not to build, proceed. What's going on with these cops? I hate pulling over for nothing. They ain't even coming our way. So that's gonna be a story I get back to. But to make to give you an idea what I'm talking about, every day before she got familiar, like with being in the prison, she was dressing regular. Now she wearing, perfume, and she's smelling good, and he's starting to think things, and she telling him stories, and it's killing him. But he playing this game like, oh yeah, for real? What else? I'm like, why would you play a game and you don't want to hear that? But I'm gonna get back to that. Let's get to the Nikki thing. The reason why I'm doing Nikki, because Nikki is Nikki was. This is not. This is. Well, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not because I love Nikki, but facts is facts. Nikki was a person that all the young people looked up to her. I forgot what was her name, Nikki Nowitzki or something like that. And what she has done is she sat down with this interviewer. She was interviewed by some lady, I think, and I didn't want to watch too much. I just looked at it enough to be able to talk about it. And she would say how much she loved Trump, and they make her feel appreciated, and make America great again. Now, whatever your twist is your twist. I really don't care. But when you let me drink some of my coffee. When you are a person that the youth look up to, and you saying, all these things in your raps, saying how you get busy and what you stand on. You're coming from Lil Wayne, so we already know that speaks by itself. And then you get on there and this whole culture that follows you, you totally go against everything. Now, can't nobody blame you for what you want to say and how you see Trump in them. But when you get to the point that you totally disregard everything you rapped about and everything you made us think you stood for, I can't do you. I can't be on your side no more because you washed. You don't got bars no more. I'm sick of your voice. Because I heard it for like 10 years. And like I said in the first one, after Safari, your hits stopped coming. Of course, we love Nikki Shape, even though it's not hers, but it's Nikki. She the one that set it the trend for everybody to go get these BBLs and all this other stuff. She said that, which came from Lil' Kim. Well, Lil' Kim, she was just that person, that female that every female wanted to be like in the 90s. And even down to Nikki. Nikki just added a twist on it and caught the youth. And this is my point. So when she went to the point that she didn't no longer represent the culture, you got to stop rapping. You can't still continue to rap and put up this persona that you're using, that you like that. You're not like that. You're not for the people. You're not for the culture. You're for the make America great. And here's what I'm saying. If you're not going to stay with the culture, if you represent that culture and you say that, you doing this, you doing that, why these bumps killing me? Why would you go and say all that? Because she's trying to play both sides of the field. She want that side to love her, and she want the streets to still love her. Surprise, Nikki, you've been lost the streets, but your the Barbies is crazy. She got a crazy following, but she lost 10,000 subs or followers on God damn, I think Instagram. And I don't really think Nikki is a topic that like a hot topic right now for me to be discussing, because I'm not into bashing people, but when you get on an interview and you just like totally like you represent us, the culture, the music, the street, well, you used to represent the streets. You pretend you do. She went too far. I'm not here to knock her down. You washed. She's washed. She done. She been done. But she got so many Barbies, like she could continually do what she do because the Barbies love her. And there's still people like me out there that love Nikki. I love all her old stuff. I just don't. When she bring out something new, like the last album was trash. Not one single hit. For the streets, I ain't hear nothing. So you pretend you a part of us, and you really probably never was. And I understand that. You know, you found the lane. You was able to support your family. You know, you was able to. You came out of Jamaica. I think Jamaica, Queens. I don't know where she's from. I know it's New York or something like that. She really from Trinidad somewhere. I think Nikki is very attractive. I think she got sex appeal. But when she opened her mouth, that changes everything. When she sit down and do an interview, she should have never done. Not just for me, for everybody, all the youth. People that still aspire to be like Nikki. You messed up right there. Because you're trying to play both sides. You can't do both sides. Pick a side. You can't do that. I love her eyes. I can't say I love her shape, because every man loves her shape, but it's not hers. You know? I don't know her, so I can't really say, oh, Nikki a bad person. But Nikki just like Nikki, like I said, she need a reality check. You know, I think that she should put people on. She should be like in the song, like doing like what the Diddler did. You know, like ad-libbing a little bit. You know, in the video. You know, bring a new upcoming artist like Tierra Whack or what's that girl's song that's doing I forgot her name. The dark skinned girl that drove I forgot the song. It was a big hit. Scarlet. Push her. Do a song with her. It'll get her popping. She got bars. If you're not gonna do a song with the big people, like her and Cardi should have collaborated on like a whole album. They would have killed it. But no, what Nikki wanted to do is keep that lane that she don't have anymore. You know, go get Enes. Enes got crazy bars. If you don't want a female to be that person that is mentioned, what you go grab Enes. He's on fire. He got crazy bars. But you don't want to do that either. Nobody can outshine Nikki. That's what her thing is. She don't want to be outshined. You put her on the track with somebody that got bars, Nikki hate the person instantly. So she's not going to be doing songs with people that got crazy bars. But like I said, I'm not here to dog out. In my opinion, Nikki's washed. Nikki don't have it no more, and she's not that. When you walk around and you present yourself as this culture, I mean, an icon in this culture, you're supposed to stand by it, not go against us, because you want to be political now. Be political on your own time. If that's how you really felt, you should be rapping about different things, not spitting these bars that like you in the streets and you bringing out the hawk and you know things like that. They don't add up no more. So that whole storyline was fake. Yeah, it was fake because she's not writing her own rhymes. But I can't. If somebody's writing my rhymes, I wouldn't be able to spit stuff I really can't do. And I really don't. I'm not like that. And we doing it just to get a check and forget the audience. Well, we don't care about the fans. Oh yeah. Go ahead. Like her and Ray J. You know, Ray J don't know who he is no more. He don't know if he want to be a singer. He want to be a person to get interviewed. He want to be a gangster. I don't know. But in other news, Anthony Joshua just whooped Jake Paul. And then after that, in a car accident, I think his trainer, and his coach died. I'm not sure if he was in it, but it was like they're in a bad accident. You know, so RIP, his coach, trainer, whoever it was, I heard a glimpse of it. And I don't know if it's fake news, I don't know, but it's all over the internet. So like I said, if it's true, I wish his family, I get my condolences to the people's family, you know. I gotta keep holding this. Oh, we got 12 people on the live. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let me at least get like 5 subscribers. We talking about Nikki switching over on us. She telling us she about that life, and she get on that interview and she's like showing she a hypocrite. You can't be like that. If you saying, you know, Trump don't make you feel so good, y'all see the go file your taxes. Go file your taxes and be in a higher tax bracket and see how much Trump love you. I took him, somebody gave me some stuff called sage. And I'm not into that, but I lit it to see how it smells. That's what I was curious about, the smell. I'm holding this phone because of all these bumps. And as y'all know, I'm driving with a head gasket. I can't get my car in the shop yet because I worked on it. They didn't want me to drop it off at 9 o'clock. I can't leave the job. And when I get off, they always keep saying they ain't got no space for me. So I got to get there like 5 in the morning, something like that. But back to the New Year's. No, back to the story I was telling y'all about. Associate of mine whose girlfriend or wife worked inside the jail. So she's telling him stories like, yeah, this guy, I ain't saying no names, but I forgot the name anyway. Yeah, you know, pillow talk. Yeah, these guys in there crazy, you know. And it gets to the point where he asks her, has anybody ever came at her? And she's so upfront. She said, yeah, all the time, you know. I'm hot, you know, of course they come at me. Yeah, but you did the. I want to drink some more coffee. You did for Law and Order, right? A glorified security guard. So he asked her that, and she tells him what she says. As a man, he's acting like, oh yeah, 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 but like he telling me the story, and I could see tears in his eyes. I'm like, bro, you need to just like that's our profession. When you walked into it, you knew this. You can't have a decent looking female that's working in a prison and be kind of insecure about it. So come to find out, I'm not saying no names. There's a guy in there, right? That we know from South Philly. He's giving my associate information like, yo, your chicken head going a little wild, man. Like people, like guards is like disappearing with her. And, she cool with the sergeant or whoever the top guy is in there. It's over them. She going a little too far with things. And he's telling us these stories that he's saying. So now my associate is sending her money on his books to spy on her. And she's doing little things like giving them eye play, like little shows, and when she's constantly always picking up something, or she'll do a little like she'll have like she'll do a little dance for them and stuff like that. So it's people coming at her. So one time somebody actually approached her, besides the person that we think she creeping with. And he heavy from what the guy told us. He heavy in the streets down north. So she kind of like street people. So he in her ear saying what he could do on the outside, and So now my associate of mine, oh shucks, I gotta turn. Is really concerned about what can possibly happen. Because he's not he a street dude, but he ain't like that. So he worried that even if he approached this guy, or the guy associate that he can get in contact with, if it get too mixed up, things can go real bad. And I told him, I said, you go all this on yourself, all of it. I definitely think I went the wrong way. I have no idea where I'm at. I'm about to find out. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, man. We in this lane. Jesus. Talking to y'all. I think I'm right. Not sure. I know it's taking me in a big circle. I'm not right. I'm gonna turn. Yeah, how did I do that? I'm now gonna be late. I mean, it depends on when I jump on the highway. So my point is to that, like, don't get a female that actually working inside the jail and you can't really deal with depression. Because you're going to have to go through that. You got to be a real strong person to know you're a woman working inside of a jail and you got a problem. You could possibly have a problem. So with the Nikki situation, I'm done on that, even though it's going to be a part 3. But it's not going to be technically on her. I'm going to do a little bit more research and find out a little bit more information. Or I'm going to see how people responding to what's going on. Oh, I found it. I found how to get on. I haven't been like on this side in a minute. Like, well, I when I be up here, I come this way. But once I make a wrong turn, I go in a circle. But don't ever, back to the New Year's thing, don't ever make a New Year's resolution you can't keep. I did it for years. And I know New Year's is like the ball dropping and, you know, it's huge in New York. But when you real serious about like changing your life, really do it. All right. I could probably get there in 20 minutes. I'll get there at 7. Really don't pussyfoot. So when I drop a video and they say Happy New Year's or it got some like Nikki part 3 and it's gonna be more in it. It's also you're gonna also get my life experience with things and like the hardest thing, right, that I found out was with the New Year's resolution is the smoking thing. And like I told y'all before, just don't put the cigarette in your mouth. Pause. Gotta say pause. I'm not even with that, but I know it'd be young people listening or watching. Because what happened with the cigarettes thing, or even drinking and smoking weed, well, y'all call it gas now. Somebody could piss you off, and you off to the races again. Right back at it. So you gotta come in, like with me, I was drinking, I was smoking weed, and I smoked a lot of cigarettes when I drank. So it's more, for me, I'm coming in heavy. I'm coming in, I'm not playing with it. It's nothing gonna make me smoke. So a cigarette is nothing gonna make me smoke some gas. It's nothing that's gonna make me drink. Because you gotta get away from people, places, and things. But I'm not doing it that way either. Because now you're hiding. So what happens when you are around everything you used to do? If you're not mentally ready and you ain't got to change your mind, like you ain't renew your mind completely, you're going right back. You're looking for an excuse to do it. Come on, make me mad so I can drink this shot. Oh, he got cigarettes. Oh, I need somebody to piss me off so I can have an excuse. If you want to do it, do it. If not, don't do it. But don't fool yourself. Don't make yourself, but you gotta look at that man in the mirror or that woman in the mirror. You lie to him or her, you can't. Can't lie to you. A woman asked me a personal question. She said, do you think it's okay for a woman to show her figure? I said, nope. Because you show your figure for the next man to say, damn. Hey, baby. That's what it's for. If you in a relationship, no. And in regular life, why would you walk around like that? There's so many people that's not normal that's gonna stalk you and willing to go further. So why put yourself in a situation where you gotta call people creeps and have mace with you and stuff like that? Because you're walking around showing these people, you're showing all men, and this is what I got. It gives men, it gives us the perception you want us to look. Then when we look and say something, something wrong with us. So you can't. So I told her, like, no, I don't think it's a good idea, especially if you're in a relationship. And most Muslim women don't do that, period. So it's not even a question on. It's up to your moral. What kind of morals do you have? Do you today's time is just what it is now. When I was coming up, it wasn't like that. When I was coming up, every female I saw was skinny. It wasn't no 14, 15, 17-year-old. When I was 15 years old, they were skinny. They were just, they be little kids, 13 years old, walking around looking grown. And I tell people, I said, it couldn't have been my daughter. Once you get grown, then you can dress like you want to dress. And if I instill those morals in you, you won't. You gotta have some decency about yourself. I know a lot of women that have a lot of respect, and I call them ladies. There's a difference between a bitch and a lady. And no street person, no street YN, no hood person, no ghetto person going to disrespect a lady. Half the time when we're around a lady and we curse, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, because we see how she presents herself. Then you got the other, the street girls. Oh, you saying excuse me to her? What about me? Nut ass. You know, and that's why we don't do that for you. Cause you told all that nut ass. You know, that's why y'all get that. I love street girls, but I wouldn't date one of them. I wouldn't be with one of them. So that's where they're gonna be at. Are you gonna let them talk to you like that? You need to drop home. Wow. A lady was like, you with a lady, she gonna be like, oh, we out. Walk away from you. If you respond to that, I'm done with you. That's how they talk. You won't be around that situation if you with a lady. Don't never let a woman make you believe, or don't ever let a man, vice versa, make you believe that you're not giving your all to him or her. And if you are, and they say that, you gotta be real careful. You gotta start making decisions like, hey, maybe this is not, maybe I'm not enough for him. Maybe I'm not enough for her. You know, maybe it's not meant. Because they will start telling you, we will start telling you, or the woman will start telling you, yo, I'm not feeling real good about myself with you. Take heed. Start planning your exit. Let him know, look, I took that some type of way. I got to be real careful now. You know, I don't see it's going too far because you feel like that. And I'm giving you what I got. Like with me, I work a lot. So my wife says that to me. And I'm like, easy. Because you're going to easily let me slip away. It's not going to be a slip away. It's going to be a walk away. I'm direct. Like, yo, this might not work now because you looking for all this love and compassion, and I'm running around like doing 2 jobs, and you know, I come home, I want to relax. I don't want you to tell me, oh, I ain't massage your neck or your feet or your, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to relax. Let me get in the door and relax for a minute, get into my mood, unwind. Not walk in the door and feel like I gotta go back to work. A relationship ain't based on one person like catering to you or you catering to me. That's for a husband and wife. Technically, I've never been married. Well, you know what I mean. But it's just like, be careful what you say to somebody, especially your significant other, because it can make them. Say, for instance, you say that, "Oh, I don't feel like you show me enough appreciation and support and love." And say, for instance, she got a whole other dude that she been talking to because she already knew you was with you on the same time. Now this gives her the incentive to really look into the person she already creeping with. So you open that door when you open your mouth. I don't got the time to be creeping around and having 3 different women no more. See, either you with me or you're not. Don't be with somebody and you start telling them, stuff that's tearing them down, or you don't tell somebody something that's gonna tear them down. If you don't think, if you think something bad about that person, figure out a nice way to say it. Give them the good, the bad, then the good. Hey, I love this about you, but I kind of don't like this part. But it's real fun being with you. So you done gave them good, and you gave them your point, and then you let them know the good again. So they got the point. It's up to them if they want to hear the point. So this live was a little long. So to sum it all up, Nikki switched sides. And I want to hear her response to how people see it. And then we can go further on that topic. Otherwise than that, we don't know. Everybody's speculating now. We don't know what we feel, how we saw her as a rapper, and what it made us feel. Now, I could be totally wrong. Like I said before, I love Nikki. Always like, I don't care if somebody write her rhymes. She's not an MC anyway. She's a rapper. So, sum it up. When you come into the new year, be serious. Don't come in half-stepping. Be careful if you're going to date somebody that's in the industry or working inside of a jail. Be careful before you get committed if you can't take that kind of exposure for her or him. I'm gonna stop telling y'all about my Cash App me my group, because there's no one going there yet because I'm not getting a lot of exposure. But it's called Cash App Me $1 group. It's on Facebook. I'm gonna tell you again. It consists of we get like 100 people in there. Say you short $50. Everybody will Cash App you $1. And we got 700 people in there. You short $600. Everybody's going to Cash App you $1. You don't pay it back. You just come in the group. You Cash App me $1. You have 5 people. That's it. And everybody come in the group. They have 5 people. Cash App me $1. That's it. And we support each other. You short on something? We'll Cash App you that $1. Everybody. So I just want everybody to be aware that the next live might be coming at the end of the day around 3:30. But as for now, I'm signing out, signing off, whatever you want to call it. I appreciate everybody that stayed in the live. My one person that always here, or 2. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll be back.